Let me ask you something. At the end of the day, when everything finally becomes quiet, do you ever feel like your English sounds better in your head than when you try to speak? What if I told you that the evening, not the morning, not the classroom, is actually the best time to train natural English? In the next few minutes, you won't study, you won't memorize. You'll simply live your evening in English with me. The same sentences native speakers use when the day slows down and the mind relaxes. Stay with me. This part of the day changes everything. Hi, I'm really glad you're here. Today, we're going to complete the day together. Not in a hurry, not like a lesson. Just calmly, one step at a time. Earlier, you practiced the morning routine, waking up, getting ready, going to work. That part of the day is busy, fast, full of movement. But now, we're moving into something different. We're moving into the evening. The part of the day when things slow down, when your body relaxes, and when English actually feels easier to speak. If you already practiced part 1, that's wonderful. You're building consistency, and that matters more than anything. And if you didn't, please don't worry. There's no pressure here. You can always come back to it later. Right now, just stay here with me. This moment is enough. Today, we're doing 3 very simple things. First, we'll shadow evening routine sentences, the kind of English people use when they leave work and return home. Then, we'll move into bedtime sentences, calm, peaceful English that closes the day. And finally, I'll share a few small vocabulary secrets. They're not big rules. They're just tiny changes native speakers use naturally. Nothing complicated, nothing stressful. Just listening and gently repeating. As always, here's how to use this video. First, listen to the sentence. Then, repeat softly after me. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to be perfect. Just try to follow the rhythm. Let your mouth move the way English moves. Okay? Let's begin with the evening. I finish work and say goodbye to everyone. At the end of the day, I feel a little tired, but also relieved. I take the same bus back home. It's familiar. I sit down and let the day slowly leave my mind. I stop at the grocery store on my way. I don't rush. I just pick up a few things I need. I buy milk, bread, and fresh vegetables. Simple things. Everyday things. I cook dinner in my small kitchen. Nothing fancy, just something warm and comforting. I eat dinner while watching my favorite TV show. This is my time to relax. No emails, no work. I call my parents to ask about their day. We talk for a few minutes. It feels nice to connect. I do some light exercise in my living room. Just enough to stretch my body, nothing intense. I read a few pages of an interesting book. My mind starts to slow down. The day feels complete. I prepare everything for tomorrow morning. I like knowing the next day will start calmly. Good. Take a moment. These sentences are very useful, very natural. This is the English people use when life slows down. Now, this part should feel peaceful, like the end of a long day. There's no rush at all. Just listen and repeat when you're ready. I take a warm shower before going to bed. The warm water helps me relax. I put on my comfortable pajamas, soft clothes, nothing tight. I brush my teeth one more time, a small habit, but important. I set my alarm clock for 7 o'clock. I like knowing I'll wake up on time. I turn off all the lights in the apartment. The rooms become quiet and dark. I check that the front door is locked. This helps me feel safe. I get into bed and pull up the blankets. The bed feels comfortable. I think about the good things that happened today. Even small things count. I close my eyes and try to fall asleep. I breathe slowly. I sleep peacefully until morning comes again. Take a slow breath. You just practiced 20 real sentences for evening and bedtime. together with part 1, that's 50 daily routine sentences. That's not a small thing. That's real progress. You're not memorizing. You're building habits, and habits stay. Now, before we finish, let me share 5 small vocabulary secrets. These are very simple, but very powerful. First, when you talk about exact time, use the word sharp. Instead of saying at 8:30, say 8:30 sharp. It sounds clear and natural. Second, instead of saying take, try using grab. I grab my keys. Native speakers say this all the time. Third, instead of look at, use check. I check my phone. It sounds more natural in daily life. Fourth, use turn on and turn off. Turn on the coffee machine. Turn off the lights. You'll hear this everywhere. And fifth, when you lie down, don't say go to bed. Say get into bed. That's how people really say it. Practice these small changes slowly. You don't need to use all of them today. One at a time is enough. So today, you learned how to talk about your full day in English, from morning to evening to bedtime. Your homework is very simple. Practice part 1 and part 2 every day this week. Even once a day is enough. By the end of the week, these sentences will start coming out naturally, without forcing. If you want to practice a little more, here's a small challenge. Write a short comment about your evening routine. Just 1 or 2 sentences is fine. I read them, and I truly enjoy seeing your progress. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for practicing. Keep shadowing. Keep repeating. And be kind to yourself. Progress doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to continue. I'll see you next time.